bands. And I just saw different bands, because you can have like a different experience both times. And like literally from the day that I leave the festival, I'm already online. I run 3 blogs about rumors. I'm like, who's going to be there next year? Will they reunite the Who?
Wait, you're writing Coachella blogs?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What are they called? Or you want to keep it anonymous?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm on the Monklish's blog, and like I have a couple handles on there. One is Walter J. I'm obsessed with concerts and festivals and reunions. You know what I mean? I love arguing with people online about like who should be billed which way on the poster.
How do you feel about Van Halen canceling their last 30 shows?
That was great. Well, see, I'm not even a huge Van Halen fan. I know I tweeted you or texted you something from that show, but I went down to Staples Center.
Oh, that's right, you went.
Yeah. It was a great show.
I said that like it was the most fucking crazy. Like, oh my God, you're a veteran of a foreign war.
Yeah. No, I went.
He was in them.
I went to it, but like I didn't know how funny David Lee Roth is at shows.
Oh
dude.
my God,
dude, you got to have him on here, man. You two together would be.
I love you, and who's the other person? It's always like, hey, why don't you have so and so? It's like when people come up to you, go, hey, you know what? You should do one of them period pieces, JJ. You go back to the old neighborhood, they're like, you'd be really great in a Vietnam movie.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'll work on it.
Yeah, let me get into that.
Let me fucking get a casting call together.
My grandpa used to do that. He'd be like, oh, Skyler, you should call 2.5 Men production. That show fractures me. You got to get on that 2.5 Men.
You'd be so great.
I'm like, yeah, let me just call Chuck Lorre and see what he's up to. And,
how was Van Halen?
It was great. I mean, I've never been a fan. I've never thought that their music has like a ton of soul. I thought it's all very technical, but I had a blast. I had a real big blast.
When you heard
there was one black guy at the show too, by the way.
Really?
One black guy.
Was he playing bass?
And he was not as scared as I'd be if I was the only white guy.
Wait a minute. Kool and the Gang is the opening act.
I didn't see any other black guys than this one guy. I swear.
Did you see Kool and the Gang?
We were like getting snacks. I ate like 3 hot dogs that night. I was food spiraling.
I went to a Rockies game when I was just in Denver, and I ate more at that fucking baseball game than I would have ate at an all-you-can-eat. Like, when I'm at a Kings game...
I'm insane. I food spiral.
I'm eating fucking sausage sandwiches, hot dog. And I'm literally like, my section laughs because I'm like, ice cream man, come on now. Yeah. And like at Staples, there's like an actual candy guy that walks around with like Kit Kats and Reese's peanut butter cups and Sour Patch Kids. I'm like, candy man here. Yeah. And he looks up because that's the language. And I'm like, bring it. And he's like, what do you want? And I go, I just give him like, I don't know, just bring something. I
will empty out. Like my friend gets me into the Herbalife box. They have like a sky box there, and like I'll go to like games, Laker games, and they're like, oh, there's Skyler, and I'm like, I'm over the hot wings, shoving them down my throat.
Yeah, but that's out on display. Like I'm down with the people.
Yeah.
The real humans. You're up in a fucking box with a bunch of corporate douchebags. I gotta call the guy in front of Peanuts! Up here, Peanuts! Who wants ice cream? I do! I'm still so hungry. And there's just detritus and just shit all at my feet. I see a big word and a bad word at the same time. Just detritus and shit.
I love
all over my, like just peanut shells all over my shirt. Nachos. I want nachos. Will you get that guy? And then you got to hand the money down the line. Yeah. And then they hand the money back. But you want to tip the guy, so you got to send the tip back. Now people are aggravated. Like, what do I work at a fucking bank now? Like you can't pass along to 14 people. Tell him to keep 2. Yeah. Tell him to keep 2. Here's 20. Tell him to keep it. Here's 20. Tell him to keep. So then the 2 comes back, and like
it's like the game of telephone with tipping. Like I think he said 3. No, he said 2.
Yeah, and then I get like a quarterback. I'm like, where the fuck's the rest of it, you cheapskates? So when you heard Unchained, were you like, oh my God?
Right, that's when I'm like, I got to hit up Jay.
How great would it be if I walked out after Unchained and went, all right, David Lee Roth is my... Diddy bop.
Dude, he'd be a great guest, man. He'd be amazing.
So anybody that you can think of in the world to be on this show, Skyler Stone, that you can facilitate, yes. Don't even ask me.
Yeah.
Just say I talked to this guy. And
I'd like to see you and Dane talk.
I texted Dane... And then he was taking a break. He went on vacation, and his pilot got picked up, so he's probably super. Because I've been a big I've been a big Dane defender and supporter through all of his stuff. So I wanted to,
I think you guys would be great together.
Pick his mind, and I mean, the guy, he's been through a lot of shit.
Did you hit up Louis Guzman?
I called him, and then the baby, I shit his pants, so I had to hang up. Actually, is what happened. I hit send, and then it was like ring, and then he was like, I just couldn't let him walk around shit in his diapers anymore. It was just disgusting.
Dude, he's amazing. He is literally, I mean...
He's a good baby.
No,
oh, Louis?
Yeah.
Personally, I think we all need our diapers changed. If you were in the Olympics, what sport would you want to be a gold medal winner in?
I was obsessed with that movie, Cool Runnings. I like anything dangerous. No, I love that movie.
Bobsledding is dangerous?
Are you kidding me?
Compared to like...
It's very dangerous. Look it up. Google it. Bing it. Yahoo it.
What else?
Excited.
Really?
Excite. Yeah, that's it. Does that exist anymore? It was search engine in the 90s.
But how hard could it be if like 5 Jamaicans can pull it together?
That's true. That's actually a really good point.
5 Jamaicans and John Candy just running down the fucking...
I can't wait to see your Jamaican tweets after that. Like, hey, I'm a Jamaican fan.
Blood clot.
I've been following you, Jay Moss. Bob Sugars.
I like how you think Jamaicans can work a computer. That's adorable.
Or that they've seen Jerry Maguire.
They're just selling Mac knockoffs on fucking 5th Street down in Cooper Square. So you would be a bobsled guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
In that like sperm outfit? He's dressed up in that wind. It looks like that.
I never thought about it.
In that Woody Allen movie where he's dressed up like a sperm.
Oh my God.
I hope I go someplace good, you know. I don't want to wind up on a mattress someplace. Fertilize an egg or something, you know. But then you got to share your limelight with like 2 other guys. What is it? 2-man and 4-man, I think.
See, I just don't even care about the Olympics, dude. I get like...
But I'm asking you to care about it for this question.
I know. Bobsled, that's what I do.
So you're the famous bobsled guy.
I'm the famous bobsled.
But then there's a
from
guy...
Kalamazoo.
But there's another guy in there with you. So you're already like Garfunkel in your own...
I don't have to have the spotlight at all times.
All right. Fair enough. I guess not if you don't fucking hit record on your own special.
Oh, I didn't do that.
No, the guy did.
Salt on wound.
I guess boxing or wrestling, like something that would...
I can never box, dude. I can't take a hit.
No, I'm saying you can just do whatever you want.
I can't. I'm a fucking pussy.
It's a fictional world that you've created. I'm asking.
You know what happened to me last week? So last week, me and Nicole are leaving my apartment, and I was in a pretty crappy mood over some stuff. And I was taking the dogs on a walk, Sammy and George. Sammy after Sammy Davis Jr., George after my grandfather. And George is rambunctious as fuck. And so he ends up knocking over an orange cone. But I was in such a shitty mood that I was just like, I'm not picking up that orange cone. And I just kept walking. Nicole's behind me. She's the sweetheart. So she's like, oh, I guess I'll pick this up. So she picks it up. And this construction guy goes, yo, man, you got a fucking problem? And I knew that he was talking to me about the orange cone. So I turn around. I go, no, me? No, not at all. He goes, yeah, you sure about that? And I'm like, fuck you. He goes, what'd you say? And he walks over to me. This guy's 6'8", no exaggeration. Come to the court hearings coming up if you don't believe me. 6'8", Mexican, really large, very husky. And he's right in my face. He goes, say that again. And I said, fuck you. And Nicole goes, God damn it. And he reaches back to punch. I'm like, ah! I screamed. I ducked down. He swings, comes straight at me, misses, picks me up like a soda can, throws me into a car. My face smashes into it. I don't know if you saw my limp when I was walking in here. I hit my right arm. And
I just thought you were cool.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be cool. My right leg is killing me. By the way, they offer me painkillers, and I turned them down. Thank you very much. And so I got thrown into the car. I fall down on my right knee, and then I've just literally been limping around and stuff.
So what does he do after you're laying there? Does he go that?
Nicole went nuts.
He just goes back to work?
Nicole literally turned into Sean Penn and Mr. Graber's like, that's my daughter in there. And she's screaming at him and saying, I'm going to call 911. She picks up the phone, calls 911. They showed up at the scene. They arrested him. He admitted everything.
Oh, really?
Oh, he admitted the whole thing. He's like, I lost it. I've never done anything like that in my life. I'm sorry. And he's like, can I just go say sorry to him? Like, no, you're not allowed to talk to him. They put him in the car. They arrested him. And there you go.
When he was in cuffs, you're like, yeah, that's your ass right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Say it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you forgot my left knee, punk.
But it was crazy.
You're going to court for this?
Yeah, well, yeah, man. I mean, he's
You're pressing charges?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I never touched the guy. He just threw me into a car.
You want some money from this cat?
A
nice union job, nice construction.
Yeah, he works for a company. Yes, he does. Called him this morning, actually.
You called him?
Called them.
Did they answer, or did they change their number?
Oh no, they answered all right.
They didn't change their number?
I shouldn't talk about this, actually.
Even people you're in litigation with, you can still reach out to them and get a hold of them.
Yes.
yet your father, persona non grata.
Yes.
A guy assaulted you.
And I got his number.
You called him this morning just saying, what's up? How you doing? Did you see the Glee finale when I can't believe Puckerman graduated?
But as far as the man that's responsible for my conception, I do not have his phone number. Man, we're learning a lot today.
I think I would be in the Olympics because I never give a shit about the Olympics either, but you can't get out of it because every time you put on the TV, they're like, only 411 days, 19 hours, 6 minutes, and 5, 4, 6 to 1 second until our Olympic coverage begins.
Yeah.
Like they just kick you in the face with it. And the thing that I hate about the Olympics is anything with a judge. Like that Pacquiao-Bradley fight, the judges got it all screwy.
Ridiculous.
But like,
did you watch the fight?
Yeah, it was just ridiculous. And I like Timmy Bradley a lot. I've watched him since he was on like Friday Night Fights with Teddy
Really?
Atlas. I've watched him come all the way up, and I thought it was a really great matchup because he doesn't really have any weaknesses. He's a really good fighter. But when they fight again, Pacquiao's going to fucking knock him out in 2 rounds.
Do you think that the fact that it was so poorly judged, do you think that makes people want to watch boxing less, or do you think it actually creates more excitement?
Less. Every single thing boxing does makes boxing go away.
Dane had a tweet the other day. He goes, I can't wait to see one day when a little boy goes, Daddy, what was boxing?
That's how it's going to go because UFC is where it's at.
Yeah. People are going to that.
But one of those judges was a woman. What the fuck is a woman doing judging 2 men fighting?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to sound like a misogynist, but it's too late because that was the most misogynistic thing I've ever said in my life.
Right.
But for real, these are 2 guys punching the shit out of each other, and you got like some fucking lady going, well, I guess if I had to, I don't know. It just seems weird. Like, if you want to watch boxing, hold the fucking number 8 over your head and walk around.
You still haven't made eye contact with the females in the room.
I don't really feel that way, just so you know.
Yeah.
And the judges got it completely screwy. Even the judge that got it right got it wrong.
Yeah.
The judge that had it for Pacquiao, like, I gave Bradley 2 rounds.
Yeah.
But I don't like judges, period. Like Roy Jones Jr. used to go, that's why you got to knock it out. You can never leave it to the judges. But like in the Olympics, like let's say you do a dive in the Olympics. You have to tell the judges what your dive is. Because that way, if you make a mistake, they know you fucked up. You can't like get halfway to the pool and go, oh, can opener! Woo! Yeah, what's up, bitch? Nestle Plunge, what's up? Or like when you're
Psych!
Yeah, when you're skating around, like they know because the announcers will say like, she's about to try her Lutz. Yeah. And then you try the Lutz and they go, that was pretty good. And like they know every step of your routine as comes up because you can't slip on the ice and go, drunken monkey style, hold up, check out the technique. It's my new drunken look. I'm the drunken skater routine. What? Come on.
Yeah.
I do a lot of fucking favors for you, Henry, don't I? I'm fucking skating around like a fucking prick here with my glittering fucking outfit. I got fucking sequins and shit. My balls are hanging out, Henry.
R.I.P. Henry, man.
Yeah, Henry Hill died.
Yep.
It's unfortunate, but you know what? God needed a rat. What? If Ray Liotta didn't play Henry Hill, everyone would have been like, yeah, just some fucking mob guy that ratted everybody out died.
That's true.
I mean, that's why the movie Serpico.
It's my friend's godfather, by the way. Henry Hill.
Where was his witness protection program? Did you ever figure it out? Did you ever get it out of him? Like, where did he live?
I don't even know if he knows that, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
He was very tight-lipped about stuff from when I was always asking him, like, I even asked him
yesterday. Then how do they know he died if he's under an anonymous name, if he's under an alias?
Oh, no, you think he's still in witness? He's not in the witness. He wasn't in the witness protection for years.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And I was fascinated by that. So I asked my buddy Michael, I go, why was he? Because, dude, you could go see him at book signings. Yeah. He was doing book signings in Echo Park.
All these mob guys that are on, like, the Bio Network, like, let me tell you something about Mr., Catalano. It was very cutthroat. When I got made, and I'm like, these guys are on fucking television talking about other guys getting made.
But my friend Michael brought up a very good point. He goes, I get asked this question all the time. Your question is, why is he out of the witness protection? And why was he? Wasn't he scared? He's like, first of all the people that he really screwed over have all died of old age or all kinds of things.
And their daughters are on mob wives.
Well, yeah, and their daughters and their sons, he goes,
shout out to Drita. What's up, girl?
You watch that, Joe?
Love Drita, man.
Oh my God. You love the trashiest television.
Oh love Drita. God. Newport 100.
Do you watch anything good? Do you watch Californication?
I watch Glee a lot.
Are you serious?
I love Glee.
What about anything like on Showtime, HBO? You watch all those good shows like
Yeah, I
Game
always
of Thrones,
Mad Men. I love all that
Enlightened?
stuff. Yeah,
You do? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I always hear you talk about just trash TV.
You said that as Owen Wilson. I always hear you talking.
Now, here's the thing, Jay. Why is there a B in the word subtle? You ever thought about that? Makes no sense. Yeah.
So what was your friend Michael saying?
He was just saying that I don't know where I left off.
The beginning.
He's just saying like the mob has changed now. Like
Oh, they're all dead.
Well, they're all dead.
Go to book signings because there's no grudges anymore.
It's just all. And plus, dude, think about it. Like how